Hey guys, welcome back to Candles and Coasters. I am your DM Alex, coming to you live from Comic Emporium right here in the heart of Panama City. Panama City, Florida, that is. This is, of course, Panama City's oldest comic shop. They are our biggest sponsor. They allow us the use of the premises, and they allow us all kinds of cool stuff that goes along with it. But having said that, welcome back to Candles and Coasters. Let me quickly recap, and as you, well, no, let me, before I recap. First, of course, we always have with us Mark, who is playing the rogue Darrow. We have Larry, who is playing the Solamnic Knight Reverence. We have Aaron, who is playing Astral, the Nightskin, who is from another world. We have Kara, who is playing Sai, our Kender Druid. We have Garrett, who is playing Igneous, the sorcerer, I think. We're really not sure. And then, of course, we have Tavares, who is playing Durin, the rock thrower. All right, wonderful. Now we've got through that. Let's go over the recap. I'm going to go over some other stuff too, just for those of you who missed the Q&As. Do check out those Q&As. They are on YouTube. I believe they're also on Facebook, but definitely on YouTube. And some of them may still be available on Twitch as of today. So the recap. Last time that the Coasters met, and you all were watching and joining, they finished up the Battle of High Hill, which has now become called the Slaughter of High Hill, as the Ironclad Regiment actually betrayed the town of Vogler and murdered many of the participants at the reenactment. The militia, numbering 30, who were just the day before trained by Durin the rock thrower, were all killed, unfortunately.
Rude.
Yep, it's terrible. And there was quite a bit of revelation as Sai became a panther, and never mind, it's just a little mood lighting. It was very dramatic and dynamic for a second there.
Sai became darkness.
Yeah, Sai became darkness. And let's see what else happened during that. Oh, that's right. We unfortunately saw the death and revival of Darrett, the squire to Vitus Redblade, thanks to some miraculous power from Reverence, the Solamnic Knight. So we'll see what happens with that. Following the battle, thanks to the healing abilities of some healer's kits from Igneous and Sai, we were able to rescue several individuals. Unfortunately, the town limped back together. And yeah, now we are back in the town of Vogler. The mayor has called a meeting. But first, there is a prisoner from the battle that needs to be interrogated and a lead that needs to be followed. Now you're all caught up. Let's catch you up on some other things. So tonight, they all leveled up. That means that they got some new abilities, but they also get some more hit points. And if you're new to D&D, or if you don't know what that means, hit points are what keep them conscious and alive. The more you have, the more damage and punishment you can take and survive it. So because they leveled up, they will all be rolling their hit points live on camera here. And whatever they get is what they get. So as they roll it, they will be calling it out. The higher numbers are good. Negative numbers are bad. There's somebody in our party who might actually get a negative number.
It's not going to happen.
It might, but there is a safeguard here, because if you missed the Q&A with Astral, the party gets these lovely little things called Fate Dice. Fate Dice can be used to force a reroll of any die at any time by any member in the party. They do not need party consent to do this. However, when the Fate Dice run out, there will be no more Fate Dice until they level again. Or our followers and fans at home increase our follower limit. So right now we have 54 followers. That means they get 5 fate dice. When we hit 60 followers, they will get an additional fate dice. And every 10 followers we get, they get to add a fate dice to the fate pool.
So you need 6 more people.
Tell your friends.
Everybody's like adequate
Tell your
people
kids.
Which means
Say it.
that as they are rolling their hit points,
Need everybody make 3 additional emails and
Yep.
make an account and then follow. Appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, we need to boost them numbers. If they decide they don't like the number that they rolled tonight, they can in fact burn a fate die to re-roll.
No, they may not.
Yep. Oh, wait. If someone rolls a negative,
consent.
Yeah, that's right. They don't need party consent.
I don't know what you're planning over there, but I am suspicious, Mark. You look suspicious. To me. I don't know what you're planning.
He's like, I'm just
The
gonna
rogue?
burn them,
He
just
wants
get
to
them
keep
out of the
using it until he
way.
gets that
Rogue
Yeah.
is suspicious, really?
Now the limitation is you may only use a fate die to re-roll 1 roll. You cannot use a fate die to re-roll a fate die roll. Does that make sense? So once per roll. That's it. 1 re-roll per challenge, basically, until you level, and then you'll get them all back. But that may be a little while. So having said that, let's see what our friends at the table get to roll. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, so Darrow, go ahead. So you're rolling a
D8.
D8. Maximum he can get is 8.
I got a 5.
You got a
and I
5?
have a +2 Constitution mod.
So he's gonna get 7 hit points.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice.
That's actually way above average. So we'll take that.
Awesome.
It's a good roll.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just keep going.
Ugh.
So Reverence
3.
3 plus.
Average.
0.
Oh, good. Okay, so it's just 3. She just gets 3 hit points. That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, when you can super
Better
glue
than that.
humans, you
Yeah.
don't need that much.
Okay, that.
Right?
If I'm dead, I can't super glue anybody.
Well, super glue yourself before you die.
Okay.
Ah,
Just saying.
that works.
Sure.
That math is mathin'. All right.
It's gonna be good.
It's not
Oh
It's
gosh.
gonna be
Come
fine.
on.
It's gonna be fine.
All right, Astral.
7
7. What are you
On
rolling?
a D8?
on a D10.
On a 7 out of D10.
That's
That's
still
still a
good,
way
still
above
good.
average. We'll take that. Plus.
Plus 3 from his con.
So a total of 10 hit
Nice.
points.
That is
Astral
oh.
can take a hit.
Yeah.
All right, Sai.
I don't
Can't do
want
shit.
to.
So
Oh, I know you don't want
I really don't,
to.
guys.
This is gonna be fun for me.
I don't think it will be fun for anybody. I feel like we all know how badly my rolls have
You're
gone.
gonna do fine.
So
It's
mean.
gonna be great, Sai.
Thanks.
All right, all the fans at home are definitely rooting for you. They're definitely not chanting 1 right now.
Dang.
So much.
That's harsh.
8.
No. Rolled a 2, but I have a -1, so I only get 1 hit point.
1 is
Stop
better
the
than none.
chanting. It's working.
1 is better than none.
So
It is better than none.
she
You
rolled.
are indeed correct.
She got a 2.
Oh.
She has a -1 score, so she got 1 hit point this
Yikes.
level. That happens, y'all.
That's how the dice roll.
That's why we roll these things. You know, of course, you could force a reroll.
Yes, but then what if I do indeed roll?
Then you get 0.
Could be worse. It also could be way better.
And what dice are you rolling?
D8. I believe.
D8.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here's your chance. Because if Garrett rolls before you decide, we're gonna move on.
Damn it, fine.
Oh, that was quick!
Oh!
Look how easy it was to make him burn that first die. That
Fake
was
die.
fun.
Do you know how
That was
bad
fun.
my HP
I'm-
is?
I am
It's
Angry
gonna affect the
Kid
rest of the
have
game.
4 HP and a bonus action.
Evil.
Tavares,
Gosh.
good.
Or
It has nothing to do with
it's
the
gonna
girl being
affect the
another
rest of the
fake
game.
guy.
Just get used to it. Just
Yeah,
get used to
Jeff,
it.
this-
What happens when
I'm okay
something
with
crits
this.
Earl?
First of all, what is wrong with you?
You know what?
I'm just saying, it could
This
What
is the one fake die
kind
that
of
you're gonna use.
blasphemy
I don't hate.
is coming from your face right now?
I don't want him to get critted. I'm
Face
just saying
blast.
what
Next enemy
happens.
fight is
I-
gonna cut
my
all in
understanding,
half,
she does
and
not
you're
need
not
party
gonna have a
consent.
fake die to
Earned
use
my
it.
DM
Just
stripes
saying.
for the night,
This
I
is
think.
her. This is her choice.
It is.
I am.
But you know what? We
You
can
know
still
what?
debate.
That's right. She know what? And she doesn't need consent
She
for
does.
this.
It's fine.
I want you to
But we
know I
can
am
just-
not
just
going to be
burn
made
it.
to
Just
regret
burned
this.
it. Just burned it right away. that means you've only got
Come on.
4 left.
8.
That was fun. That was easy.
Damn it, still. Whatever.
What's What'd you get?
I got a 3, so at least
One
I have
better.
Okay,
One
hey,
better.
one,
What?
that was one more than you
You
had.
two
Two.
more. You know
That's
what? I'll
bad.
take it. It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
all right,
Okay.
Gary.
It's a better roll. That's a net positive.
right.
Net positive.
Yes, thank you.
Net positive,
Thank you.
people. Good job.
D6.
Okay, ooh,
So there's not a
so,
lot of
all right,
different things I can
Ignis
roll.
is going for us, rolling a d6.
I rolled a 1,
He rolled a 1.
but I get a +2 for my cons.
There you go.
Plus 3 hit
So,
All
points.
right,
look at that.
all right.
All right, so he's got 3 hit points that he's
I'm
adding.
gonna-
Not bad
I'm
for a
gonna stick with it.
sorcerer, maybe.
I mean, it's as bad as I could get, but
Yeah,
it is
well,
what it is.
well, yeah. I mean, unless, of course, you know.
No, it's alright.
You sure?
I'm hoping that they're going to protect me. When the time comes, I
Yes.
will use
That's
their
right.
flesh to shield me.
That's
I
right.
don't need
We
my own.
rely on our party to protect us, right?
Yes. Like
All
Durn,
right.
for example.
Dern, now before you roll, Dern, what is your Constitution modifier?
-1.
-1. -1. Okay. All right. So just like Psy.
So,
I mean, that's not
It's
awful.
I thought it was a -2. We're good.
Yeah, yeah. I
We're
mean,
good.
yeah, we're fine. And you're rolling a,
D10.
and he's rolling a D10.
We're okay.
So the maximum he could get from this is
Whatever.
9 hit points, but he could also get 0.
He's gonna get a 10 right now.
Oh, they're chanting it again.
What'd you get?
I got a 3.
Ooh.
That's okay.
2.
You know
Two.
what?
Net
You got
positive
2.
two.
2.
Take
I
it.
mean, 2.
Four.
Take it.
Big
2.
die.
No.
2. You want to
Better
burn?
than 1.
Come on,
No.
it's right there.
No, no.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's right there.
I am so positive. No,
Yes.
they already put me in a negative light that I'm going to be the first person to use it, which
I
I am
used
not.
the first one.
Yeah, it's already been
So
done.
mine's
That
already been-
that
mine's already
has
been
been
I
burst.
will use it when I need it.
Okay.
I'm ready to punch someone in the face.
Well, I hope it's there when you need it.
Okay, with that little bit of housekeeping all taken care of,
What?
let's dive back into the world of Kren. The coasters now have some leads to follow, some people to interrogate, and I know you people at home who've been watching us, you're probably ready to move on with the action. So, when last we left, you were all standing at Thornwall Keep. Astral, having heard something that he did not appreciate, walked out of a meeting, leaving Thornwall Keep entirely. It wasn't very long before you were all greeted with the sight of a revived Reverence, who came in with the help of Darrett, and
Arguably even more revived, Darrett.
arguably an even more revived individual. Yes, the fighters, Vitus and Cudgel, have left to do some investigation of their own. They were sent off to Calaman, so they will be gone, leaving the party the only capable, in appearance at least, surviving fighters from the slaughter of High Hill.
Why's the DM gotta throw shade?
I don't know who he's talking about because I'm clearly very capable.
No, he's saying we are the only capable ones.
No,
Right.
no. He said appearingly capable.
Yeah, because if you look at the rest of the dead bodies, I would say that, you know, you appear...
We know what shade you meant to throw.
You don't know me.
Really? That is how you're gonna try that one?
Yeah,
Way to check.
You don't know
Yeah.
I
me?
mean,
You don't know me.
that's right. All right.
Okay.
So, at this point, you guys have to tell me who's doing what where. With who.
Astral is on his way to Vicaris's Keep.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm going to interrogate the would-be prisoner.
Okay.
Sai would think that Vicaris would definitely be the next place we need to check. And she's not needed to interrogate a prisoner.
All right. Iggy.
I think Igneous needs some time to himself, clean off some of the blood,
Okay.
and make some changes to his tool, his thing. He's got some new upgrades he needs to make. So he's gonna go down by the river, just hang out by
Okay.
himself for just a little bit.
Gonna go hang out in the van down by the river.
That doesn't sound weird.
Just gonna go play with my gun by the river. What's wrong with that? Need some
Sounds
alone
very
time.
local.
I'm sure you do.
So what about the two of you?
I am going to follow Astral,
Okay.
just so I can witness, when he
Yeah.
kills somebody. No, I'm gonna follow Astral, but on my way out, I'm gonna stop by Reverence, check on her, and you're gonna have to explain to me what I saw when I get back,
Okay.
unless you want to go. I don't know what you're doing, but
I don't like that everybody's going in different directions.
I don't either. There seems to be a rule about that somewhere in the universe, but I'm going
Yeah.
to. I'm going to make sure that our foreign friend doesn't get in any trouble.
Okay, I'll go with Durin.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the interrogation.
Yes, because Sai and Duro have Astral. Igneous is doing his own thing, I understand. So I'll go with Durin.
Why you gotta look at him like that?
Hey!
He armed a militia with. I just want to go. I'm
You
gonna go
just
with
wanna
Durin.
go. I don't wanna
Are you
talk
taking
about
a
this
shield?
anymore.
It was presented to you.
Yes. Does Darrett have a shield?
He does not.
Oh, come on.
He'll hold yours though.
No. No. Don't do this.
Yeah, I'll carry Ispen's and he can hold mine.
Marriage gifts already.
That's
Jesus.
What?
No.
That's how he saw it.
I'm telling you.
Since you're around, carry this.
It's a dowry.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say.
He takes it and he's holding it like you've handed him an artifact.
Oh.
And he's like, with my life.
There it is. His life. Reverence.
Darrett.
With his life.
Yes, my lady.
It almost says he's saying this as you wish or something.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait
But we
for
can't
it.
use
Darrett,
that.
I have license on that line. You can't
you
use that line.
should have gone with Vitus.
I understand what you're asking. But I feel like the gods have put me in this place with you.
Brought God into it.
Look, there it is. Ordained
That's
purpose.
You feel like the gods are around? Because there's a lot of people saying they're gone.
Yeah, but the Platinum Dragon Father, Paladine, who speaks through you,
Oh,
reached out and saved me for a grander purpose.
It was just Tuesday.
That's the thing.
I just didn't want to see him in two pieces on the battlefield, and now we have.
No.
It's fine. Okay.
No. You. Not us.
Actions have consequences.
You. Don't rope us
Your
into
actions
this.
have consequences.
Yeah, when you give a mouse a cookie, but also when you glue a night back together,
Yeah.
there's consequences.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Consequences.
Okay.
And I'm fairly certain the measure says I owe you my life.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Life.
Okay.
Measure.
Yeah.
Mm.
God. Law.
Life
Honor.
debt. Life debt.
Your life means you will listen. If I tell you
And now
to
she's Daenerys.
back up, if I
And now
tell you
she's Daenerys
to
Targaryen.
drop, if I tell you to flee a battle, you will listen. Yes?
Yes, my lady.
Companion unlocked.
Wonderful.
Garrett will remember that.
Is there a
RP
romance scene for
leadership.
Okay, so just come with me.
I'm just saying that his affection has increased.
Don't interfere,
playing
but
5e,
come with
right?
me,
This
and
is
yes, you
not
can carry my
Pathfinder.
shield.
You're
Squire
wondering
is
where
that
the
thing.
wind's coming from,
Is it a
all his
thing?
hair.
I don't
Yep.
think it's a thing, but I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
Just send him to the camp, you know. Go with
Husband.
it.
Send him to
camp.
Betrothed.
Well,
That one's
There's
the
not enough
same.
room in the party right now, so I gotta go wait at camp.
ceremony.
That's fair.
That's what
I
happened.
feel like
That's what that was.
That's what this
That's what that.
ceremony.
Okay.
go with me.
I feel better about it now that I know we
To the
named
ends
it.
of the
So.
Oh my goodness. Okay. It's
The
fine.
Handing
This
of the
is fine.
shield.
You know.
Him handing his life over.
You're not wrong.
I follow Durin.
Is it
Okay.
Devret? Or
Devret.
is it Devret. What is what?
Are you mixing my names?
Yeah, you know where they do the name
Oh.
thing. They mix the names.
Reverend.
No,
Re-
yeah, I was
that's
gonna say
alright, that one's
reverence
okay.
has to go
Reverence-
first, clearly.
Clearly, reverence has to be
Deference.
Yeah.
used.
Rev Dev. Rev.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Deference.
Rev Dar. Rev Dar.
No! That sounds like a dinosaur. No.
How is that not fantastic?
Just saying there's gonna be bones
Really?
involved, so.
Okay.
Goodness.
Alright.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and start with Astral
It's warm, isn't
and
it?
Reverence
is.
and Sai.
Sayandera.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Reverence is with Darwin.
Reverence.
Astral, Darrow, and Sai
Oh.
outside the manor house of the noble Becaris and his son Becaris the Younger. Now, as you three, well, you left first. So, are you guys trying to catch him?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be trying to catch him.
I mean, I have short legs, but sure, why not?
Yeah, I keep looking back saying, hurry
Yeah,
up.
I was gonna say.
You could. Why don't you? You were a panther.
Panther it up.
I don't have
I'm
any
sure you could catch up with him if you just ran after him with like in your panther form.
I can't do an animal today.
I'll find out.
I have to sleep.
Something about finding
Changing your
out.
biology takes a lot out of you.
It really
you know?
does. Like, I'm
Apparently it
so
does.
That's
tired.
fair.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. So the two of you catch up with Astral just before you reach the manor house. It's, you know, again, Bogler's not a big town. Doesn't take you long to get there. Probably while Reverence was having her come to Paladine meeting with Derek, you guys arrive. And so the manor house, you've seen Bogler, it's a fishing village. Sai, you actually got to see like the Kender living in the you know, holes in the hills and everything. This manor house is nicer than Thornwall Keep. Definitely appears to be more fortified than Thornwall Keep. It's got some like nice large stay out fencing around it. You know, well manicured lawn, which you're looking around at dirt streets, so this must be, you know, shipped in and taken care of. And the house itself is dark. It is gated. There is a closed gate.
Okay. What? When I catch up to him, what's your plan?
Vicaris and his son, we need to answer. We need to understand why they were not there present at the hill.
Okay, so questioning, right?
We won't question. I will attempt to question them here. I think it is better to bring them to the mayor. And we see have the questions around everybody else. But if they refuse, well, there's a reason for that. I will find it.
So to be clear, your questioning is to.
I'm going to ask them politely to come with us back to Thornwall Keep, and if they refuse to come, well, other measures will be taken.
Well, then we'll ask them that politely. That's fine.
Noted. So I put my hand out and I grab the gate.
Okay, it's locked.
And it's locked.
Yep.
All right.
Not very friendly.
Yeah, that's not very friendly at all. Let me see if I have a key.
Ooh.
That would be helpful.
I'm gonna go through my key ring.
Yeah,
I believe in
that's
you.
fine.
Click, click,
You
click.
you have several, so choose the right one. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see if it's this key. I got a total of 22.
You know, it's not a difficult fit to find. It's one of them very basic sort of, it'll accept any kind of key, really,
Yeah,
if you
I mean-
jiggle it the right way. So yeah, it opens right up for
Yeah,
you.
so click it open up the gate. I'm like, I thought it was universal key number 1.
There's a strange use of a lock where everybody has the same key.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just there for looks.
Such a weird world.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
As you wish.
Gently or like the police?
You're not even there.
Sorry.
I
I'm very into it.
So I approach the
Mhm.
front door.
I will circle around back just to see if anybody is there.
Okay. Well,
Just going towards the front door.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
A few moments go by, and then an elderly looking half elf, definitely venerable in years, sour face, holding a candle, opens up and just looks at you. How did you get past the gate?
Oh, you left it open. Is the lord of the house home?
Master Baccharis and his son have gone fishing. They'll be back tomorrow.
Where did they go fishing?
The giant river behind you.
I see. I'm fighting off the urge to give this guy a sock. I don't know why. No, so I turn around to Sai.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I mean, they seem a little soft to me to be somebody who might go camping. So it feels like there has to be like, you know, a place that they would be staying if they were fishing.
Door closes.
I circle back.
Very
around.
rude.
Okay.
Very rude, sir.
Is there somebody home?
Yeah, the house guy, the butler,
Yeah.
servant, elderly guy.
Rude.
He said the Lord and his son went fishing.
This is an opportune time to look around, don't you think?
Oh,
I'm not there.
so just to be clear, are we forcing our way inside, or are we just gonna look around outside?
If they're just going fishing, there's nothing wrong with waiting for them to return.
We really could ask them if they could maybe go ahead and feed us. I'm feeling peckish.
Unless they are not fishing.
That's what. Yeah, that's probably a given.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were hungry and wanted to ask him for some food.
Yeah, but I can.
Less moments go by. Now he is irritated. Go away or I will call the militia.
There's not a militia to call.
We are the militia, and she's got a question or request to ask.
You are definitely not the militia. What?
First of all,
I go like this.
we definitely are. Secondly, that is not any way to treat guests.
You are not guests. You were not invited.
You don't know that.
I do know
And-
that. I am Master Baccharis' man. I know all his comings and goings.
That is an interesting
It is very late. Unless you have anything more to bother me with, I suggest you clear off.
Actually, I do have one other thing. I am feeling a little peckish. If really you could spare something to eat, I'm kind of starving. And since they're just fishing,
Door closes. You hear a bolt sliding in place.
I feel you did well there.
you know, I feel like we should just go ahead and just see what we can find now. At this point,
Okay, to be clear, are we forcing our way into the house, or are we just looking around?
we could just look around first.
Maybe we should check the river. The goal is to get our hands on Baccharis. If they are at the river, that would be the place to check. If they are not,
I mean-
there, we can always come back.
I don't think they're at the river, but sure.
You think they're inside?
Probably.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I know that you're new here, so I will explain that unfortunately, many people tend to be less than honest.
Tell me about it.
Where they're
I knock.
Okay. No response this time.
Interesting. Do you have a key for this door, maybe?
Let me check.
I'm so glad Reverend's not here. That was the right choice.
But you're not.
24 this time.
So, as I mentioned, there was a bolt that slid into place.
Mm-hmm.
So, as your 24 is a wonderful thing, you definitely unlock the door,
Mm-hmm.
but you do not move the bolt on the other side that's holding the door closed.
Well, I have this universal bolt tool. That it might work. It might.
You know, that man seemed quite elderly
Yeah,
and
you
in a rush. With the recent attack, maybe he is in danger. We need to go inside and check.
You know what, I agree.
Hmm.
Agree. And we are really the only thing they have left that's anything close to militia.
He wants to call the militia. The militia has been decimated.
That is worrisome. At this point, you're right. I almost feel like I can hear screams.
So, if you have a means to get through this door so we can check on that elderly, sickly man, make sure he is safe.
Okay. Let me try one thing first, okay?
Sure thing.
Alright. Militia! You call the militia? Let's see if this works. Oh wait. You should stand in the door. You look like the militia.
You do. You do.
No, I did not call the militia. Clear off.
I think this is the part where you tell him he thinks he's in danger of kicking the door.
Mm.
Oh wait, tell him to back up first.
Sir, I do believe you are quite ill and sickly, and with the recent attack on the village, we want to make sure that you are safe and not being threatened. Please stand back.
I am not being threatened other than by you, and I am fine.
If that it sounds like you're under duress, please
12
step back.
on kicking a door.
Nope. You bounce. And now you hear
Militia!
a bell going bing, 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 bing from inside the house.
He is definitely in trouble now.
We're already here. Militia!
Definitely in trouble.
Hold that thought. So you're down by the river.
Do I see any other colorful characters down there?
No. However, as you're passing by the Brass Crab, heading towards the river, you see that there are a number of villagers and survivors that are gathered inside, and you see Almeus tending to them. And then you hear a bell going off somewhere near the middle of town. You don't hear it, and you don't hear it because you're at Thornwall.
This is a completely different bell.
Do I recognize what this bell might be? I'm not from here.
No,
I've
but
never
I
heard
tell
before,
you
but
what.
is it a common?
Yeah, it's one of
practice?
those kind of things. You've been enough places
Yeah.
that you would recognize, like, it's a we're under attack kind of bell.
Okay. Well, after the events of this morning, I'm going to take it seriously, and I'm going to move my way in that direction. 'Cause
Okay.
maybe it is.
You are
Or
joined by
mercenaries.
some of the brawnier individuals from the Brass Crab, and you hear like some, as they're not, this time they have real weapons, and they're going, sounds like it's coming from the Picaris place. Let's go.
And then I knew that that's where Astral was going at the very least, and I'm like, oh, okay, yep, let's go.
Okay, back to you guys. So yeah, the bell's going off. There's nobody nobody's like opening the door again.
I'm gonna go to the front gate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open it up nice and wide,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just gonna leisurely lean against it and just wait.
Okie dokie. And the two of you. Darrow leaves.
So, now.
How far away is the gate to the door?
No, I don't leave.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're standing at the gate,
Right.
so you're
So-
like 30 feet away from the front door.
Is
Okay.
there?
Yeah.
Is there? I've tried to kick the door. The door did not open.
Yeah, you bounced. It's a sturdy door with a sturdy bar across it.
Mhm. Is there a? Are there any windows?
Oh yeah, plenty. Nice big,
Bars,
very
windows,
very not, you know, in town there wasn't a whole lot of glass windows, like really nice ones. You know, they had like, you know, some lead glass stuff like that. These looked like they were imported. Yeah, very costly and thin.
So,
Clearly, whoever is attacking this sickly old man on the inside,
Broke the window?
we're going to.
I say from the
Had to
gate.
try
Yes, and it appears that way.
Hey, check that window breaking.
Now you may lie to these guys, but you're not lying to the DM.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna just run and dive through a window.
Dive through the window.
I love where this is going. Yes, I.
while he's doing that, that's totally fine. I do have, I don't know if it's gonna help, but I have a cantrip for Gust.
Oh,
Normally,
it's so gonna help. Are you gonna give him a little extra boost?
I was gonna try to blow the door open, Lord.
You can try that if you like.
Anything.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind giving you a boost if that's what you want, but I don't feel like it's a good
She's
plan.
opening the door. You're just jumping through a window. Like,
Yeah, you know, we're gonna try things.
Try things.
Yeah, at this point. So.
Before I do this, you
Yeah,
wanna
just
try
give me
this?
1 second. So at this point, you just hear me, see me go. Okay, let me try. Winds, blow the door down.
Okay. There is a sudden, strong gust of wind
Okay.
that rattles the windows, shakes the door a little bit, but the door does not budge.
All right. Sounds like a good plan. That jumping through windows thing, because we should.
And the
make
bell
sure
is now like bing, 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 bing.
15 on the acrobatics.
Okay. So let's do this.
Oh no, you pulled dice out.
I'm pulling dice out. I know. It's a funny game here where I get to decide stuff randomly. Okay.
China collection.
So a point of damage as the glass shatters. It was not plate glass. You know, this was artisanal glass that you just shatter to pieces with the bulk of your form as you go crashing into this house completely uninvited, which we'll get to the results of that in a moment.
Somebody's breaking into the Lord's house. Check on it. Is what I shouted today.
Roll deception.
Uh-oh.
You're a rogue. You have that, right?
I'm not that kind of rogue.
You're fine.
I got a 6.
Ain't nobody gonna buy that. Yeah. So, you and a handful of the burliest survivors come up to the Baccaris house, and you come up just in time to hear the crash of glass breaking. You see quite clearly Darrow is standing at the gate, leaning casually on it, and you can see Sai is at the door, apparently just standing there.
She's still summoning her cantrip?
No, this is past.
one, or
This
she's
is past. Yeah. Yeah.
What the hell happened?
We think the guy inside's in distress.
Where's Astral?
He went to go
He
inside.
saw
The guy
someone
was
through
in
the window
distress.
and went to go.
He
Get
did
it.
that?
No, he saw something in the window. I'm not sure if the something broke the window or if Astral broke the window. I'm gonna go with something broke the window.
We thought that there may have been more mercenaries or something, that a bell was going off. That's usually a warning sign for that.
That's what we're concerned about.
I mean,
Did you? Okay.
21 to hit your AC.
Yes.
6 points of damage. You are bludgeoned with a very large stick by a very healthy looking individual. And he just starts, you all hear, screaming, intruders, 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 help, I'm being attacked, it's a big man, he's a stranger.
I think someone's in there trying to hurt Astral
Goodness,
and that old
I
man.
think they
we should go out.
are.
I think you should.
Yeah, so you and the burly individuals go up and
I tell you, I say, we are here to help you and to look for Lord Bakaris. I open the door.
And at that point, as you
Yeah,
guys
we're, like,
make it
walking
to,
out
yeah,
this way.
yeah, there's the door opens and you see Astral, and he, well, you wouldn't be bleeding or anything, you just got smacked. Well, no, you got a little bit. He's got some glass and stuff, kind of glittering off of him, yeah. And yeah, he's got that, diamond blood, just kind of seeping from a few cuts.
I'm just gonna walk up to him and just, what the hell happened?
Did you find your trigger?
Like, not loud enough for the people behind me to hear, but like I'll be like their spokesperson kind of thing. But I'm just gonna talk to him quietly. What's going on?
I need to find Bakaris. I'm gonna start looking around the house. Where is
Okay.
he?
So, as you begin to search this house, and while you feel like you are in the right to do this, there is a sudden and intense feeling of disapproval that originates deep within your core.
You can feel that coming from me out of the gate. No, I'm kidding. No, sorry.
You're not really sure what that means right now, but you feel hollow and emptier than you did just a moment ago.
Because Reverence is mad at you.
I'm gonna, as he starts walking back in, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, it's fair.
These people are watching me do this.
We thought the guy was in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
It's so much
Do
lying.
not understand this.
I'm out the gate.
Ah.
Is the
Make our
same? Is
way-
who else is standing near him?
Yeah,
Is
who's-
it
So you see a
Still have
half elf, an elderly half
with a
elf.
stick?
Yeah, oh, with a stick. He doesn't look sickly or anything like that. He's just elderly. He looks tired because it is late. And
Sir, I'm really sorry for any trouble that may have been caused here.
They broke into my house.
These are strange and terrifying times. I don't know if you heard about what happened today.
Just yes.
I'm still coated in blood, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yes. You're all of you. It's just what is the meaning of this?
I
I've
recommend-
already told them Lord Bakaris and his son went fishing.
Can I get an insight on that?
Go for it.
17.
He is telling the truth as far as he knows.
I recommend going back inside, closing the door. We don't know if there's any other spies or people loyal to these mercenaries. in
Just
town.
come crashing through the windows. Do you
Yeah,
know? I am going to get beaten for that broken window.
Oh, you
Well,
maybe should find a new
I can't
job.
speak for the person who's in charge of your beatings, but I can say we are sorry and it won't happen again.
Who will beat you?
My master.
Not if I find him first. You sure he went fishing?
Yes.
Good. I go down to the river.
I'm gonna kind of, as he's going, I'm gonna kind of pretend like I'm helping move him along, but it's mostly him doing it.
Yeah.
And just,
Yeah, we're
sorry.
gonna-
Your departure is noticed. The men that came with you, the burlier survivors, they had originally looked at you all like heroes and saviors, and now that look has become a little less. Now they're concerned.
I'm kind of like jogging up behind Astral because I'm sure his stride is longer than mine. I'm just like, what the hell are you thinking? There's a certain level of
find
things we have to go through to get to that
Bakaris.
point. You can't just go jumping through people's windows.
Yeah. Clearly.
Allegedly.
We have
Okay,
reason
now we go
believe
to the
that
interrogation.
he's in trouble.
So Mayor Raven and Reverence and Durin, you have an individual from the Ironclad Regiment tied up in Thornwall Keep. And he looks when last you saw him, you know he had made himself appear to be injured. He was not. You were able to disarm and bind him, and now he is looking at you all with. There's no resistance here. There's no sneering. There's nothing like he appears to be afraid, but he is also not sure who to be afraid of at this point. And Mayor Raven begins the interrogation by saying, "What is your name?" He says, "My name is Svelte Sunderlit, and I was a part of the Ironclad Regiment. And before you go to beating on me, you need to understand, I had to go along with this. Gregonis was paying everyone, so it was either join up or die. But ask your questions."
I sit there and I stare at him blankly. Just.
What was the goal?
The goal was what you saw. It was to take, Gregonis said we were to take the fight out of the village.
To what end?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
But it brought me no joy to see that slaughter.
Whether you were following orders or not, that was the wrong choice.
That's a very easy thing to say.
I don't think it is. I think it's difficult.
Well, the next time you find yourself with your brothers in arms surrounding you, and they're all making a bad decision, why don't you speak up and stop them? See how easy it is.
That's kind of my whole deal.
Great for you. I don't have that luxury.
Well, you don't have any luxuries now. You hurt people, you killed people, you were
No.
on that battlefield.
I may have been on the battlefield, but I did not participate. I did my very best to play along, and at the first opportunity, I stopped.
Can I roll insight?
You may.
Darren, you have questions? Insight 16.
He's just giving him that mad dog.
He's telling the truth. You can tell he's not telling you everything.
No, you could have made a better choice. You have to pay for this. I want to know everything you know, everything Gregon has said.
You know, with these bindings on me, I find that my mind is more focused upon this than remembering that terrifying ogre.
So you're having trouble remembering?
Yes, very much so. In fact, as long as I'm bound, I seem to be completely forgetful.
Oh, okay. Well, we can work on that. So there were 30 lives that were lost. Did you know that it takes 11 pounds to render one person unconscious?
11 pounds of what?
Force.
Force.
Did you also know that you can become unconscious in about 10 seconds?
I've seen men go unconscious in less than that.
Well, yeah, but if the applied force slowly, 10 seconds, and you can go unconscious. And did you also know that with the applied force for about 3 to 4 minutes, one person can be rendered deceased?
Interesting. But if I'm unconscious or deceased, then I can't answer your questions.
But if you're unconscious, you can wake back up and we can start all over again. Because then you'll have a whole new, fresh outlook on everything.
Roll intimidation.
That is intimidation. That is a 12.
I understand what you're saying. Let me, this ought to buy my freedom. I understand that you probably have some concerns about the loyalty of Cudgel. You should know that Gregonis had intended to kill Cudgel during that battle.
For what purpose?
To take over.
Insight to see if he's being honest with that.
Okay.
That is a 15.
He's 100% honest with that.
Okay. Anything else you feel like sharing?
I feel like that should be enough to free me. Isn't that right, Mayor? I have participated and removed the guilt from someone that you trusted.
You let 30 men, women, and probably a lot of other villagers die because of your cowardice. No, it's not over until I say it's over, so I do not care what the mayor has to say because you have to answer for all of those. And if...
Doran. Careful.
No, those were people that were under my watch. I helped them, I trained them, and this coward wants to sit here and give me some type of bullcrap excuse.
Weren't they throwing rocks at one point?
What is he rolling?
I'm gonna hit him.
What is the mayor doing?
We're about to find out.
Okay.
With a strength, or it will be an unarmed.
It's unarmed, unless you're hitting him with a weapon.
No, one hit with a weapon.
Can
That's
I-
an 11 to hit him.
Can
Okay.
I try to stop?
No, this happens.
Okay.
Yeah. So the bound and helpless man gets. Where do you hit him? Do you hit him in the face? Do you hit him in the
No, he's
in the
sitting
shoulder?
down. I'm punching him right there, dead in the chest.
Okay. All right. So
I'm
you
taking the air out of him.
you punch him, and the chair goes over backwards. And Mayor's like, "Wow, no, we're not doing that. We are not that kind of people."
That's perfectly fine. You don't have to be that type of people.
No,
I am that type of person.
no, not in my town.
We can take him out of town.
We are not gonna. No, I will not allow him to leave. That is.
You have to answer for all the amount of lives that were sitting here out there, all the lives that were dead and deceased. If this man knows any information, I don't care if this is your town, lovely town as it may be, he needs to answer for the crimes that he has committed, or the role that he has played in the crimes that he has
Knight
committed.
Reverence, are you going to stand by as the helpless are tried without a jury of their peers, without evidence, and possibly executed?
What do you mean the evidence? He was on the ground in the battlefield. He sat there and said he played a role in it. What evidence do you need?
No, of course not.
Oh, you can go for a walk. I'm pretty sure Derek will, take you for a walk. You can do that. I'll gladly stay here with you.
No, because I know what you'll do.
You don't know what I will do.
I just watched you do it.
I punched him. I could have done far worse.
And from the ground you hear, "Oh God, it hurts so much.
Oh, it's your belly aching.
Oh God, I can't breathe."
You can talk, you can breathe.
Can I use my healer's kit?
Okay, yeah, you can go over there and
He
use
used
your
one
healer's
of it.
Yeah.
I assume you gave it back to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
kit. Yeah.
I'm
there might not be anything in it, but no. Oh wait, you're out of bandages because I wrapped you from head to toe.
He doesn't need a bandage. I just need to get some air back in
I'm
him.
just messing with
You know? Yeah. We're not doing that. He's bound. We can question him, and the mayor can decide how this works. There is a process.
Is this what humans do? Is this what you guys do when it comes to anything of this?
This is what moral, law-abiding citizens do. Yes.
So it's okay for a human to completely go through and massacre an entire helpless village on
Did not say that was okay. Did not.
So then what type of justice do you do?
There will be a judge. They'll figure out what he did. They'll
He's admitted to what he did.
assign a fitting punishment. We're not going to beat him while he's chained.
I didn't beat him. I punched him. There's a difference.
I'm gonna heal him.
Okay.
I can't.
He's okay. He had the wind knocked out of him.
So stop faking.
Again,
I mean, he wasn't faking. He really did have the wind knocked out of him.
he could talk. He could breathe. He's okay.
He just wasn't unconscious.
Yeah.
We can easily rectify that whole unconscious thing.
No.
Guys, this is going sideways really fast.
Mayor.
Are we the baddies?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know what else we can get out of him.
Sorry.
Do you have questions for him before I convince Durin to back off?
Honestly, I do. I want to know more about, everything. What turned Gregonis? He said he was paying the men. Did he pay that out of his own pocket? Did he steal from the town? Did he take that from the payment that I paid the Ironclad Regiment? I mean, there is many more questions to be asked here, and not only that, but like, why? I have questions.
We've asked why,
Ask
but he
him.
doesn't know.
Oh well.
Ask the question.
Yeah.
I'll go over there and pick them back up and sit them back in the chairs. If you say anything else about the soldiers that I have happened to before, I will do far worse than punch you in the chest. Do it again, and you will see what I can do. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, I see straight through you.
You heard the mayor. Where did the money come from?
Roll a persuasion check.
Cool, yeah. That's fine. We can do that. That'll be fun and great. I am not worried about what it's going to be. 17.
So, actually, I don't know other than this. I'll tell you what I saw. Several days ago, Gregonis headed into the woods west of the mercenary camp, then returned with a considerable amount of gold.
West of the mercenary camp. And why, what started him talking about Vogler?
I feel like I have cooperated.
That's not what I asked.
I've been forthcoming. I feel like at this point, guilty as I may be in the participation of what happened, I took no lives. I feel like at this point, I should at least be turned over to the mayor and allowed a chance to right my wrongs.
So you want to let go? You want to be?
Yes, of course.
So you do realize that if I unbound you, I will literally hand you a weapon and probably kill you.
I don't have to take the weapon.
But your hands are more legally weapons.
No, they're not.
Can you punch?
Not as well as you can.
Can you kick?
Well, as much as anyone else can.
Then you technically have weapons. As long as you are technically bound, I cannot lay a hand on you. So if you really want to be unbound, then I can put my hands on you.
I would like to say for the room that if I am unbound, that I will not put up any sort of fight or any sort of aggression. I bear no ill will to anyone here. I do not want to see any bloodshed today, any more than I already have.
Oh, trust me, if I do anything to you, it would not be involving bloodshed.
How long have you been with Gregonis?
With Gregonis, a couple of days. But I've been with the Ironclad Regiment for at least, well, let's see, this summer will make 3 summers.
So you've been with the militia for 3 summers. You've fought with them, you trained with them, you pretty much grew into a soldier with them, and yet you knew and did nothing to prevent the massacre that was laid forth.
Again, as I've said, and as you have just pointed out quite clearly, these were my brothers in arms. We fought and bled together. We have vanquished monsters together. We've done many, many wonderful things, honorable things.
And then attack children.
I can't speak for that.
You knew what was going to happen.
And I did not. I did not know that we would be killing children.
What do you think war consists of?
This isn't war. This was a
massacre. Which a massacre usually takes place. No one lives through a massacre. You knew a massacre was going to take place, yet you sat by and did nothing but coddle and hide
exactly.
and cover yourself.
Thank you very much, Sir Dwell, for pointing out that I did nothing.
There was a knight, there are judges, there was a mayor, there were people you could have talked to.
And forfeited my own life.
So you'd rather forfeit the lives of everyone in the village to save your own?
Not everyone, clearly.
No, that's because we intervened and participated in
and
the
that is a blessing from the gods. In fact, speaking of that, there was quite the miracle that happened upon that battlefield. It did seem as if you did some working of healing that should be impossible.
You let children suffer. You let people die. You let that happen.
It's true. And I will face punishment from the gods.
My question to you is this. Had I not have found you, what would you have done?
I would have crawled off when everyone was gone, and I would have rejoined with the rest of the Ironclad Regiment and hoped that nobody noticed.
So you were going to turn coat?
Yes.
So you knew this was going to happen, you allowed it to happen, and had I not caught you, you would have acted as if you knew nothing that happened.
Yes, that was the plan.
Mayor, there's really not much else to hear. He has said all that very clearly.
You're right. And for his crimes, he betrayed the town. And he did, in fact, not kill anyone, but he was a party to the betrayal and the slaughter. I cannot sentence him to death. He did not take a life. I can, however, put him into work to pay off his debt to this village. He will dig graves. He will stand before the town and accept their ridicule, and he will spend the rest of his days until Vitus returns, working every day from sunup until after sundown. We will not treat him unfairly because we are not those kind of people, but he will be worked. And when Vitus returns, then Vitus can render any sort of judgment that he deems necessary, including taking him to Calaman to face the Knight's Justice.
You tell that to the families that lost.
I intend to. I intend to put him on display in front of the entire village.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who lost families, children's, wives, husbands are going to be thrilled with the idea of this man being able to walk around and breathe the air, while the people who lost their lives are not going to be able to grow, to thrive, and to become something more, but yet you're letting this piece of crap live.
I don't like it any more than you do, but
you're allowing it to happen.
I am not the law. I will not execute or pass judgment.
Oh, you don't
That
have to,
is
I'll do
for
it.
the knights to do.
You're a fool. I leave.
I'm not sure that's enough.
As a knight, I understand. And as a knight, even though this is technically under Vitus's jurisdiction, if as a knight you would like to pass judgment, then I and the town would accept that.
He's a traitor, and he'll go right back. That heart won't change.
No, I have learned the error of my ways. Please allow me to work and sweat for this village.
Insight?
Go for it.
16.
He's desperate to not die, so he'll pretty much do anything at this point.
His heart won't change. There's nothing to save in him.
Disagree strongly.
I don't want to hear him anymore, Mayor.
Well, then I suggest we leave him here. He'll be okay, he'll keep. He's not gonna die of starvation or thirst tonight. And he's safely bound.
Mm-hmm. And guarded.
Certainly. If I may be so bold, I can ask your squire there to guard him. Garrett,
There isn't a militia.
I am very pleased to see that you have made a decision for yourself and become this Lady Knight's shield bearer.
Darren, are you comfortable guarding this traitor?
If you will it, my lady, I will spend the entire night watching him. He will not once leave my sight.
I'll come back to relieve you. But,
That is unnecessary.
no.
I am more than capable, and you are injured. You need your rest. I have been given a new life, and I will not sleep while he is under my care.
Okay. Thanks, Darren. I'll come back to at least check on you, but he will not live.
Understood.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say.
I don't know how to fix that.
You fixed him, all right. That's how you fixed it.
We gotta go. I'll come back to check on you. I'm gonna leave with the mayor.
Oh
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Darrett. It's fine. It's fine. He knows how to follow an order.
no. Oh, he does.
To the letter.
Yep.
Not too many useful letters.
See, it's kind of funny to say you say Katrina husband.
All right.
I mean, you train him
So back to
exactly
the
what you do.
four of you.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking away from the townhouse that belongs to Lord Vicaris. And the crowd that you came with, like I said, they originally, after the battle, you guys were like, they're heroes, they were celebrating you. Now they're kind of looking at you like, we didn't like him either, but we saw that you just broke in and were accosting an elderly half-elf servant.
I wasn't doing that.
Right, but like, the three of you,
No.
especially you, who was already a stranger.
Didn't touch the elf.
No, we heard what
Open the
we
door.
thought had to be somebody in duress because he was so unaccountably rude.
Yeah, so they keep their distance. They're walking a little further away from you, and yeah. So what are you doing now?
Heading down to the river to look for Bakir.
Okay.
And I'm just like trying to keep up with him and being like, hey, listen, we gotta talk about what our plan is here because that can't keep happening.
We find Bakiris, we bring him back for questions. Peacefully, of course.
That was not peaceful.
Unless he resists. Then other things.
Have to stop so many people from doing murderous, thievery type things.
It does feel a little murder hobo here, but that's okay.
I did not murder anyone.
Why
punched
is it
him
the
in
two
the
guys at the
chest.
end of the table?
I didn't
Cursed
murder-
end of the table.
Not
What?
murdering anybody, just ask us.
Those sides, they're all murdering.
I
They're-
didn't murder
it's
no
all-
one.
it's
I
all
punched him in the chest.
Rocks and jumping through
So-
windows.
Getting militiamen killed.
So so you're going with Astral, Darrow, Sai. Are you keeping up, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna trail behind.
Okay.
I mean, not like 20 feet or anything, just I'm the last guy in line.
Okay.
When we get to the river, there were docks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got a hunch. I'm gonna go look to see if the old lord's got a boat slip or a boat or anything like
Oh yes, he does.
that.
Yep,
So that's,
sure
that's,
does.
That's what I'm gonna go looking for.
Yep. It does not take you long at all. You find it is separated from everybody else.
Mhm.
It is in better repair than the other docks. It doesn't have that frequent work use like the other fishermen have. You know, it definitely, this is a private dock. And there is no boat here.
No boat.
No boat.
Okay. So, are there any dock lockers or anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. So then once I take note of that, I'm gonna double time it and catch up to be entertained. I mean, watch over.
Okay, so you catch up with them, and so you're going down to the docks, and you're looking for Bacaris. Basically, is that? I mean, what are you doing once you get there?
Yeah, they said he was going out for fishing. I'm just looking to see if I can find him.
There's a possibility that they did go in a boat, because I'm pretty sure that dock over there would have been his, just based off of its nice condition and whatnot.
Are there any
And
other people milling around the dock area?
there's a
Mhm.
boat missing.
Are there any other people milling about the dock area?
No, it's late. Like everybody's at the Brass Crab. It's just you guys.
So either
Someone may have seen them leave.
So either they
More
actually
likely.
went fishing, or they ran.
Or a bit of both. I mean,
True.
while they were running, they could have been fishing.
There's no like
Yeah.
discarded fishing supplies
Mm-mm.
at the dock, like they didn't actually bring them? Okay.
Yeah, same sort of question. He
Oh,
was
he
looking
already-
for dock
okay.
lockers. Figured he was going to check to see is there fishing gear
Yeah,
in
they left all
this?
their
Yeah.
fishing gear around.
Nope, nothing like that.
Mm.
So the question is upstream, downstream? Or do we just go into the bar and ask?
Ask who saw something?
Yeah, if anybody saw them board the boat, which way they go, who were they with, when did they leave?
Let's try it. Let's go to the Brass Crab.
Okay. So Durin and Reverence, you guys have left the interrogation. Durin, you left before. Where did you go after you left?
I walked out. I would probably go to where the bodies of the militia are.
Okay.
And give them a soldier's burial.
Okay.
Proper soldier's burial.
So all the ones that could be brought back from the battlefield as everybody was retreating to town, they're all in the town square. They're all covered with blankets and everything. Like they're laid out, but nothing else has been done at this point.
Okay.
But you look and because you were on the battlefield, you recognize this is not all of the bodies.
I'm gonna go look. How many bodies are missing?
Hard to tell, but you know this is not all of them.
Okay. Can I actually pick out like which ones, like from looking at them or looking at the faces? I'm gonna see if I can identify any of them that so it can help me remember which ones it's missing.
Tell you what, you give me an insight check.
That wasn't 17, but it's a 3.
3. Unfortunately, you just met these people, and humans are still, other than Ispin, they're still kind of new, and they all kind of look very similar to each other. So, with that, you don't really know the difference.
Okay. Would any of the from looking at the militia, do they have anything like dog tags or anything around?
No, they unfortunately didn't have that kind of stuff going for them.
Okay.
This wasn't like, knights or a trained guard or anything like that.
Okay.
These guys were fishermen. Some of them were farmers.
Volunteers.
Volunteers.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is for the ones that I can identify and things like that, I'm going to.
Which are none.
Well, that are in the militia, that I can identify the clothing of militia.
Which are none, because they were all dressed in that fake armor.
Okay.
So you're just randomly poking at bodies right now.
Eek. Eek, eek, eek.
Okay, so then what I'll do for those, the ones that are covered up, I'll cover them back up, and I'll give them a prayer to
Yeah, who do you pray to when there are no gods?
Aha.
I'm getting kind of slowly getting jaded towards the gods right now.
There are no gods. There's nobody
Oh, I
to
know,
be
that's what I
jaded
was like.
towards. In fact, if there were gods, this might not have gone as badly.
That's true. Reverence.
Speaking of reverence, at this
Sure, we
point
got
in
back
time,
to
you've
you.
left the interrogation with the mayor. Mayor tells you, I'm headed to the Brass Crab. I've asked for them to join me there so we could discuss today's events and plan what to do next. You don't look the best.
Well, today hurt. Do I see where Darren's gone?
No, he's already gone.
He's gone.
Gone.
What happened to Roderick when I was healed up and stuff? Stable, or is he with me?
You're asking the mayor, and the mayor's.
No. I don't remember. I don't know.
I know.
Oh, so I don't know.
You don't know.
Derek, no.
Go
back and talk to Derek.
Because Derek is who rode Roderick to keep.
Oh, he runs the Okay. I want to know what comes of this, so I'll be there in a moment.
Sure.
I have to pick up some things.
Okay.
I'll be right there.
I'll see you at the Brass Crab.
Okay, I'm gonna rush back in.
To the
Derek.
interrogation.
Yes.
It's not a pretty sight.
Oh no!
You come in and there is a corpse, headless, and Derek is kneeling in front with a bloody sword over his lap.
I don't even know how to.
And when you come in, he looks up, and he doesn't look like he's done anything wrong. He doesn't have any look on his face. He actually looks sort of blank. And when you enter, he says, "My lady, your will was done.
Derek, this is not what I asked you to do.
You said that he will die, and you left me in charge.
That's what you said.
I have carried out what you have asked me to do."
Reverence is not used to having a squire. There is a learning curve.
Hey.
10,000 people later.
He is.
You just
He's
had
pale.
a child
This
commit
is
his
a-
first murder.
This is
In
you're
public.
well. Roll an insight. Maybe
To be
you
fair,
don't
we don't know if
realize
it's
it.
first.
You've fought plenty.
14.
You remember the first time that you were forced to take a life,
Oh no!
and it was in honorable combat. But that's not what Derek just went through.
This is so uncomfortable. I don't want to cry. Ugh. Okay. The sword is clearly his, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Minute 80. Who got it?
Alright. I am not crying. Look at that, my face.
Man.
Oh, so what was
It's dry.
what was
You're
that
good. You're
first? What was that first one like?
Come on, fall by that list.
Stop it.
No.
I'm gonna get down on the floor with him. I'm so sorry. I know what that's like. It doesn't get better. But that's the oath we took.
I haven't taken my oath yet, my lady.
Sounds like you're ready.
He stands and he takes his bloody sword and he just wipes it on the corpse of the man and sheathes his blade and just walks out.
Nah, Derek.
You broke him.
You realize he's left your shield on the floor.
You broke him.
I just got him.
And you broke your new toy.
Ugh.
You got a receipt?
It's time we leave this village now.
I'm gonna
And just
pop
like
Ispin's shield on my back. I'm gonna pick up my shield. I'm gonna follow him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. This is awful.
Don't tell him that that's not what you meant for the love of all.
I will not.
He goes outside of Thornwall Keep to the stables.
Oh good, I'm following.
Okay. And Roderick's there and he goes and he's like immediately like tending to Roderick.
Okay, I
The
follow.
wind blows his hair.
He's mad at me. He's having an existential crisis right now.
he's just like, he's not looking at the horse. He's staring off into the distance and just petting the horse.
Just stare.
Just,
Derek, that man was not going to change. That man surrendered himself to a darkness that was not going to leave, and he let people die. He had a choice.
He's just nodding and he's rubbing Roderick down with hay. And he says, "My lady, I understand our duty. I know that was necessary. When I was on the battlefield, it was different. I knew who my enemy was. And when I fought them, they weren't people. They were monsters. That was the first person.
I'm sorry it feels that way. He was not a person. Being bent by greed like that, and watching people die and doing nothing, that's not a man.
As you say, my lady.
I think you should get some rest.
Oh, real slippery slope here.
I think we are the bad guys now. We're the villains. We
I
went
have to make
full
him feel
360 this
better.
episode.
Because he's gonna snap and I don't want that.
The new big bad.
It was a traitor, we knew it was gonna be execution, it just happened a little early and I'm trying to work through it.
You had a child, do it.
I did not mean to, and I'm trying to soothe said child. I don't even know how old Darren is.
16.
Yeah.
Not a child
What was wrong with
back then.
just watch him?
Back then.
Yeah, he'd have been married with 3 kids by now.
Right? What?
When you die and you're super glued back together on the battlefield, you're instantly an adult.
Oh, is that how that works?
Fair. So I tell Derek,
It ages you
I
a couple years, huh?
Easy. Been through some shit. Literally.
You
Yeah.
have completed your task as difficult as it was, and I am so sorry that it was you. I am so sorry. But you desperately need to sleep now. What happened to you on the field, on that hallowed ground
He's gonna
now,
sleep again.
that bloody ground, that was not natural. And Paladine brought you back. Paladine brought you back. So now you need to rest, and things will look brighter tomorrow,
Unless it rains.
and we can continue.
Unless we're still here.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Roderick's ring.
Maybe
Yep.
should just
Let's go have a little sleep.
Okay. So he goes back inside the keep to his. Well, you don't know where he sleeps.
Oh,
Where he can't sleep
it's
in
a
the
closet.
keep. That's the death place.
Thornwall Keep?
He just killed a man in Thornwall Keep.
No, that's where
He
he
has
is.
his room in Thornwall Keep.
It's probably
fair.
a closet.
Oh. No!
You wanna go with him to his room?
No! No!
You wanna comfort him in his room?
No! No!
Check out all of his posters.
He's just got the one now.
Are you sure you want to stay here and not
Oh, he's inside.
in town?
He's gone
with
inside.
us? Damn it, DM!
Time to turn a boy into a
100%.
man.
Anything that happens from this
I
point
think
on
that
is
happened.
fully consensual. For clarity,
All the stepping stones to being a
this
man
would
today.
all be
Let's do 'em all.
consensual.
Rattle 'em
No!
off.
Just best get
Is
them
that
all
what it
out of the way
takes?
at once.
No!
His bucket list is full today.
I feel like that's not what it takes.
Lose a battle, kill a guy, lose virginity.
Exactly.
You know,
In the morning, he's gonna wake up
mean-
gray hair, tired, and everything.
Technically, Reverence is a child, but it's
Gonna wake up
fine.
with a crack in
Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Dear
Um,
diary, I murdered
Dear
my
Dad.
first man.
That makes it better.
I lost my virginity.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
so glad together. Reverence is also a child.
Married to Kendra.
People. Alright.
Dear diary,
Oh my
I
god.
slept with the kinder.
Yeah,
It
go
was
ahead.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay,
You married her.
okay.
Does that
I
make
did
you
not.
feel better now?
Not good enough. Not my word to stay.
Reverence is a very young knight,
Yes.
but that doesn't mean she's going to follow Darrett.
Okay.
She feels like she's told him to go to bed. He's good at listening,
He's
We know that.
Very good.
so he's gonna go to bed, and I'm going to make a point to come see him before
Second
dawn.
man.
Ooh.
Because
Alright.
I want to make sure he is not out of his mind, and that morning is
I don't know
wonderful.
about you guys. But that
So-
sounds like a maybe.
Morning is wonderful, huh?
Sounds like a maybe. Ooh.
Instead of moping about killing a
Dawn, she
bad
says?
man.
Dawn.
I think
So
you
what
let
do you
him
do
sleep in tomorrow.
after? So what are you doing now? Are you heading to the Brass Crab?
Yes, I want to find out. Blah,
Okay.
blah, blah.
Cool.
At this point, you are now, with the exception of Dern, unless Dern is going.
Durham gonna go look for Reverence because she has some explaining.
All right. Well, you find Reverence on her way to the Brass Crab. The rest of you are there.
Yep.
Reverence, before we go, could you?
Really? You're talking to me right now after what you did at the keep.
Maybe he wants to punch
What did I do with the key?
Wait till he finds out what you did at the keep.
You beat a bound man.
Again, did not beat him. I
A lot of
punched
judgment coming
Wait,
I did not get a popcorn for this one.
No,
guys.
I did not beat him.
he
I
punched a guy
punched
and
him.
you ordered his death.
Accidentally.
The cool thing about playing in this game,
The
in this
fact of the
campaign,
matter
is that
is
we're
this.
also getting to
If
watch it.
Ispen was here, he would have done the exact same thing, if not something more.
How dare you punch that bound man, but my square cut his head off. That's fine. Two totally different things.
It's all about perspective.
It is.
All right. So the
Knights,
four
the
of
law.
you roll perception for me.
Sure.
The four of
Just
all of
yes,
us.
just the four of you roll perception.
Yeah, I wanted to say that if they were gonna go in and start to question people,
8.
I wanted to post up where I could watch the door and people's reaction in the crowd as they went through and questioned people.
Okay.
See if I can figure somebody who knows something and tries to get away.
Awesome.
Perception.
What'd you-
7.
What's
That's
that say?
That's a 20.
That's a
Natural.
Yes!
You see them. So 8 and 7. Sorry guys, got nothing for you. 11. I'll give you some of this. So with the 20 over there, and being that you are standing at the door, you see coming down the road, of course, is Reverence and Roderick, and you see Durin waiting for them, and they are having a heated conversation.
Can the conversation continue?
Astral, you catch the sight of, and it might be because Darrow is kind of like looking, intensely at something. You look out and you catch a glimpse of, you can see that Reverence and Roderick and Durin are stopped in the street, but you really don't, I mean, that's about it. That's all you get from that. You guys, for the rest of you who have been now at the Brass Crab, okay, you guys, it's a very somber place. It's really strange because the place, the whole tavern is still done up in the Kingfisher Festival decorations. They've got like Frostwind's wind chimes. They have the colorful paper Kingfisher decorations everywhere.
It's just supposed to be like night 2.
Yeah, like this was supposed to be the night 2 of the festival after the battle, so this was supposed to be this rowdy, just loud and wonderful experience, and that is not the mood in here at all. The vibe is very bad. It's very low. Drinks are still being passed out, but it's more somber and quiet than Isvin's funeral.
I want to look for somebody that I didn't see at the battle today. So someone who may have been sitting here all day, basically. Kind of make my way between those people and see if
what they
saw.
Say,
who
give
would go on
me,
on the docks of the
give
boats.
me insight.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sai. While he's rolling that.
While he's rolling that, I think the only thing I'd be able to think of to possibly do to be helpful at this point, because I don't have anything much more, is to, anyone who's looking at me will see me do this with my hands. And I cast Goodberry, and I will know how many I get in just a moment, and at that point I just kind of start handing them out to anyone who looks like they're even slightly injured at this point. They probably haven't eaten anything at this point, so just to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of drinking, not a lot of eating. There's the food and stuff that was put out for the big celebration. It's still in piles, nobody's touching it.
Okay. I got a 22 on insight.
22 is good. 22 will reveal that sitting pretty much where she was sitting the night before, there is an elven maiden, the bard, that performed the dirge.
Okay.
She's still sitting just on the outside of the Brass Crab there. She was not at the battle. You did not, I mean, she's got a striking enough appearance that you would have
I would
recognized,
remember
yeah. And she wasn't on top of the hill. You're fairly, with this point, you're like certain she was not there.
Okay. I would walk up to her.
Okay, you would walk up to her, and she's just plucking at her harp, and it's this very melancholy, it's kind of soothing, but it's not a tune you're familiar with.
Okay.
And it may be just that's an original composition, or she's just kind of playing at this point by, just creating on the spot.
Pretty song.
It's from a time past.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kind of bother you here. I just, we were looking for someone. We were wondering if you may have seen someone come and go from the docks today.
There's quite a bit going on. Unfortunately, I wasn't here until after nightfall. I heard the commotion. I understand tragedy happened.
If you don't mind my asking, where were you today?
During the day, I was just honestly just walking along the river, trying to make sense of all of this. Histon was a friend.
Oh, right. Sorry, last night feels like 4 weeks ago at this point, but
Ages.
ages.
Histon's absence from this world, we felt for a long time.
So you didn't see anyone come and go into the river at all?
Well, there were fishermen, you know, the usual.
Any fancier looking fishermen? It's really important.
Can we speak plainly?
I would hope you would.
I'm asking you to speak plainly.
We're looking for Pakaris and his son.
I saw them. They left, actually they left just after the mayor's commencement speech. Took off in their big fancy boat.
Were they in any sort of rush?
Didn't appear to be. And from the amount that they were drinking, I assume that they weren't coming back anytime soon.
A lot of fishing supplies they were bringing on the boat with them, or?
Yes, I remember seeing them setting rods into holders and casting the lines out. You know, trolling along. It's the laziest way to fish.
Sure. Did you see which direction they went? Upstream, downstream?
Well, they went downstream. They'll do upstream tomorrow. Well, their servants that they took with them will bring them back upstream.
Okay. Thank you. And whatever song you're working on, I hope it brings you some level of peace.
It won't.
In all this.
And she goes back to playing.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to these guys at the door.
Okay. Reverence and Durin, continue your conversation.
What is it you have to say to me after that?
I've said my piece. However, what did we see on the battlefield? What did you do? Can you do it again for these people who've lost so much? Or do you just pick and choose who you want to bring back?
No, I can't bring anybody back from the dead.
We literally saw you bring someone back from the dead, so you can do it.
It's not possible. I've tried. What happened was he was probably very close, but I have tried to bring people back from the dead, and it does not work. The talisman only works if there's some life left.
I saw you bring him back. Did you even try with any of the other people that were here?
I was immobile directly after.
But when you got back up, did you try?
They were dead. I've tried. That is not what I was given. I cannot do that.
So Darrow, you're catching little bits of this conversation.
And what was the purpose of letting the traitor live? He sat there and he killed and knowingly killed these people, and you got to want to side with the traitor and say, oh, we're going to let him live.
I decided with the mayor that he was not going to live.
Okay, then I should be the one to kill him.
That's for... Hold on. As a knight, I can decide that. Me.
Okay, then let me kill him.
It's done.
What do you mean it's done? Like, I can kill him?
You're getting all of this.
No, he's dead.
So you killed him. So you can choose to be
Somehow it's
judge, jury, and executioner.
Actually, yes, I can.
So the rules apply to humans,
Knights.
to knights. So any knight can just go around and say, I would choose to kill you.
Why would a knight do that if it was someone honorable and undeserving of death? That's not possible. That's not.
Well, I mean, you killed this person and you were able to do it and I couldn't do it even though he murdered.
He's dead. He's dead. He's gone.
And you took that right from me.
It wasn't your right.
But it's your right.
Yes.
Who gave you that right?
Justices, knights,
So,
the gods.
the gods. The gods who are not even here.
The gods are here.
So, pray to them. Have them heal these people. Have them show up and cleanse this land of all evil.
Astro's approaching.
Okay.
I pray every day.
You pray every day, yet you also prayed and brought back one man.
Doran, it does not work that way.
Clearly it did, because I seen her do it.
It worked that way the one time. The gods are not here, but they are coming. We need to build a bridge.
How do you know they're coming?
They
Dude,
spoke to us.
So you
How
guys
do
can
you
talk to
think-
the gods.
How do you think I managed to come here?
I don't know how you managed to come here.
I came here on the back of a silver dragon, the one that she reveres as a god, Paladine. Summoned by my goddess, Celestia. We are building a bridge.
And-
You may not choose to believe that or not. The fact that Reverence was able to heal Derek on the battlefield is proof that they are coming, but we need to build the bridge.
But they also choose who gets to be brought back to life and who gets to die.
It is not a matter of choice.
Clearly it wasn't, clearly it was a choice.
What do you wish to happen from this conversation? Understanding.
I need a lot more than understanding.
It's not going to happen in this night. You need a
Clearly.
lot more.
So,
And that's going to happen throughout this journey as we build the bridge.
so the traitor is dead,
Yes, that is what she said.
and you get to choose who gets to live and who
That
gets
is
to die,
also-
especially if they've done something wrong.
That is also what
And
she
then the
said.
gods automatically get to talk to you three.
No. Two.
Two.
Yes.
So the gods get to automatically get to talk to you two people.
Not up to us.
automatically. It happened. The moment that I arrived, Reverence and Sai were there. Sai, I don't know if she saw or not. I hope not. That would be extremely weird. But Reverence and I did.
So allow me to see if I understand this. I'm gonna need a lot of booze. So you came here on a silver dragon. That was someone that Reverence prays to.
Paladine.
It was Paladine.
Palahuda Puda, I don't know.
No.
Do not be disrespectful.
I am not being disrespectful with the amount of crap that we've gone through within the last
The
24
name
hours.
is Paladine.
Paladin.
Thank you.
But the fact of the matter is we've gone through so much crap in the past 24 hours. I've lost Ispin. The whole entire reason why I came out here was to spend time with Ispin.
Hang
and
on.
then
Hang on, my friend.
we are friends now? When does this happen?
Ispin is not yours.
I never said Ispin was
You
mine.
just said this.
No, I
You
said I
lost
came
Ispin.
out from the Silver Peak
Your-
Mountains to go out here and travel with
Your
Ispin.
world lost Ispin. And your world lost him at the time when they needed him most. Which is why I am here, or at least this is why I believe. But we need to gain more understanding. There's more that we need to learn. And I am hoping that you were able to learn something from this man before he died. We were not able to find the nobles that were not there. It appears that they had left.
I'll come around the outside and
Okay.
passing by Darrow and I'm like, hey, before I talk. Because they're a little bit down the road or a little ways, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what they're talking about. No clue. Not one. I'm hearing rode the back of a dragon. I'm hearing gods coming back.
Well,
I'm
all
hearing
that,
all kinds of
all
crazy
that can
stuff.
wait. Call everyone over.
Okay, so Igneous is standing at the doorway to the Brass Crab, yelling at you guys that, hey, you need to come here, we need to talk.
Did you find out anything?
Okay.
As I'm walking, I'll tell
I need to get
Astral.
drunk. I'm walking off. But I'm like, this is some bull
As they're doing all of this,
gods. And
I don't imagine that there probably was, but was there anyone that by any chance, that told me anything while I was walking around handing out the good berries? I mean, it doesn't do much, but it heals a little bit. It provides them sustenance. They're not hungry anymore.
No, nobody. Actually, it's like I said. This is a very somber, everybody's kind of shocked and in mourning, and this comes on the back of a funeral, so these people are not
To be
speaking.
fair, I was wondering more if someone trauma dumped it. If they didn't, and that's good with me too.
Nope,
But
not
if
yet.
not, that's fine. That's fine. No,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, he starts yelling, so I stop what I'm doing and
Okay.
While we're approaching, he's asked what I learned, so I'm gonna tell him that Briganus went west out of the camp and brought back a bunch of stuff and wasn't in his right mind and told everybody they were gonna kill everybody. So it was whole, different.
West of the mercenary camp.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I wanna check it out too.
If they're nobles or not, yeah. That
Yeah.
might be something we can look into.
Let's talk with everybody.
Which way is downriver?
Downriver is actually away from Calaman, so it's more towards the sea than it is towards the big city.
Well, I don't like that. It's the wrong way.
Wait, isn't Calaman closer to the ocean?
Hold on, let me get my map.
I mean, the only reason I know that is because I've been looking at that map a lot too.
Oh,
Progress.
got a map. And we are in the Harlan, Southland.
Big arrow.
We are looking for Nightland.
Go
There it
here.
is.
Go here.
And there is. Where's Calaman at?
I think it might be on the other side.
There's Vogler and
Is there a
Calaman.
west?
Correct. You're right. I got it backwards. Calaman is actually towards the North Shore, and they went towards the hinterland and Melgoth, which is the opposite direction. It's more in towards the continent.
Upriver.
Campaign comes with a map. I should probably use it rather than try to do this from memory. All right. Thanks for keeping me honest here. We don't want to completely rewrite the entire geography. All right, so
Or do we?
no, I definitely don't.
No, we don't do that. That's a lot.
Look at the map.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah, that's pretty much what just happened. So all right, so you guys are walking in. You fill him in.
I fill him in,
You fill him in.
but he's
yeah.
called us and I don't wanna interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I think I know where Bakaris and his son went.
Yeah, they went downriver.
Yeah. And they said they went slowly. So there's a chance we can still catch up to them. And they had servants with them.
Cool.
they went slowly, like they weren't running.
If that's what we wanted. I don't know. I mean, we've met each other 2 days ago. I don't know who any of you people are, but I'm starting to think that it's not a coincidence that we're all here together. We all have strange abilities, and we're all the only people who are able to defend this town. I don't mean to lump us all together, but at the same time, it really feels like there's a reason we're all together. Is anyone else feeling that?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm still trying to work out the riding the dragon and the gods coming back.
It takes a lot.
I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know what the dragon thing's about. I know about
I'm
the
working on
gods. I was there
Yeah,
for that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm working on all that.
and
You
Astral
saw that?
tell the party, or these random group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they show themselves?
Random
to you?
group of people.
We are nothing more than a random group of people by cheating by fate.
Well, see,
I like
I'm starting to think it's
think
not so
that I'm a
random.
good person.
Igneous is right. We're together for a reason.
Why do you not think I'm a good person, Astro?
There's a long story.
Does seem
Seems like we're about to
more
go on
than
a long trip.
coincidence that you were all brought together and you all have Ispen
People
in
like
common.
you
No.
are revered as evil on my land.
Short people?
Shifters.
Oh.
Yeah, you did turn into a big giant cat.
I don't know about in your lands, and I'm sorry that clearly has scarred you, but I wouldn't use. First of all, I had to work really hard for this. I can't just do it because I can. I had to work really hard for this, and I have to believe in a higher power than myself to guide me through to this.
The same power that the Ash call upon.
I doubt it.
We shall see.
Be that as it may,
You're now all gathered within the Brass Crab, and due to some recent events and due to the conversations that have been had, there's a lot of people who take notice of you. As you come in and you're all gathered and having whatever discussion you're having. But there's also whispers going around, and you're catching little bits and here and there, and you keep hearing miracle, you keep hearing divine.
We gotta run.
Well, yeah, you realize that now that you've done that, people are gonna seek you out for one reason or another, and not all of them are going to be, shall we say, good people.
People do that because of the armor and the sigil anyway.
No, this is gonna be completely different.
That reminds me of a lesson. Lesson number 90.
So,
Yes, ma'am. Not all best intentions, or with all best intentions, are laid with pain and sorrow. So some of the good intentions are laid with pain and sorrow.
it is a good lesson.
First lesson that's made sense that he's talked about.
A lot of my lessons made sense.
So,
Or his lessons made sense.
we have an option before us. We can go downstream, track down the cars, or we can venture west of the mercenary camp.
Yeah, I
is
said
it
we
longer
follow.
west of the mercenary camp?
I said we follow the money. I mean, Bakaris, he may be guilty of something, he may be in on it,
Southeast.
but
Okay.
if we were told that the money came from the west, I said we follow the money.
Coincidentally, they're the same direction.
Well then,
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. 'cause it's
Downstream is also west.
Okay, great.
so,
How, is this hours? Is this going to be an overnight? Because I have to consider Derek. I don't actually know.
So you're wanting to go west tonight.
If we want to catch him before he
if
gets
we're going
somewhere
to leave tonight, then it's a matter, do we wanna see if we can procure a boat, or do we wanna go on foot? Not sure.
And how long is the journey?
So you know that the mercenary camp was, it's to the north just a little ways, and you are about an hour's walk, but yeah, you're not like, you could get there in an hour, to where they were camped at least. You're not sure if they are still there.
Are you sharing the stuff that you learned from the investigation with us now? Or,
Yes, I think that would be
Okay.
helpful to move us in that direction.
so they're expecting there's gonna be still somebody there handing out money to mercenaries to commit atrocities. Why would they still be there?
They might not still be there, but if it was a sized group, we'd be able to see which way they went.
That's a lot of assumptions, though.
And
We have
It is something that we can do quickly, as
and
opposed to follow and procure a
And
person.
Vicaris went the same way.
Well,
What does it say?
Point of order, didn't y'all just say interrogated the guy and he said that at some point their leader, Vicaris,
Not Vicaris, Gregonis.
Gregonis went away
To the west.
into the west, right?
Mhm.
And when he came back
Yeah,
is
that's
when
me.
all these intentions seem to have changed and
Yeah, several
It's-
days ago.
It doesn't matter, we still wanna check it out. I mean, I wouldn't for a second think, oh, it happened days ago, I mean, there could still be coins with a stamp, there can be cloth banner, a cart that wasn't moved, something somewhere that
There's
shows,
probably gonna be clues.
And
Right.
And it's within a wall.
did
can't
anyone,
move a large
did anyone
body
search
of
Gorgonis's body
people.
for any orders or
didn't somebody
the
search
coins?
the bodies on the field? Who
Nope.
It's gonna be a big body, it's gonna be the easiest one to find.
the closest
Did
to
we search
So
that
when they
first?
took, when they took him in, nobody searched him?
Well, they didn't take the bodies of the,
Yeah, the mercenaries were
Oh,
left
the
in the field.
mercenaries.
yeah, they
Yeah, I
took
was
the
gonna say.
villagers. It's at this point that Mayor Raven finally comes from behind the bar, and she comes to the center table, and she sets her mug down. She says, I know we're all shocked, and we're grieving, and this was not at all how this festival was supposed to go. We have work to do, and I need people to go back to the battlefield tomorrow and retrieve those that are still there. And I need to know whether there are any more of these betrayers out there waiting to pounce on us.
We need to check out that camp.
Lady Knight, with Vitus gone, I need your help guiding these people. But more so, I want to ask the question that's on everybody's mind. I was not a witness of it, but enough people gave their recounting. How did you save Darrett? And can you use that power to save any of the rest of them?
Oh my goodness.
She did not.
She did not what?
She did not save Derek.
No, I literally just saw Darrett. He's alive and well.
Madam Mayor. The man who told you that a war was coming is telling you that she did not save Derek. The gods did. She is merely the vessel. It is not her choice, it is theirs.
And there's silence. And you can hear basically everyone in the room as they all turn to look at her.
No, thank you.
And they can't deny what they saw. As much as they may want to, as much as their history and everything from the last hundreds of years now has been an absence of the divine. What they witnessed today shakes all of that. And with you pronouncing her as their vessel, they all turn in this reverence.
The gods are coming back. Paladine's here.
Coming.
Coming. He's left parts that help. And I can't bring anyone back from the dead.
And you hear as somebody just chokes back a sob. And then there's one child. A child that was saved today. Igneous, you recognize one of the ones. And she's coming up and she's got a crutch under her arm as she comes closer to you, and she just reaches out and touches Reverence. And with all of the innocence that a child can possess, she looks straight up into Reverence's face and asks, "Who's Paladine?" Thank you very much, Coasters, for joining us for episode 4 of Candles and Coasters, Dragonlance, the Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We have appreciated you guys sticking with us through all of this. Definitely want to say thank you once again to Comic Emporium. Want to say thank you to our moderators out there who are keeping our chat alive and well. Thank you so much for everybody. And hey, Coasters, keep your candles burning.